Umesh, are we waiting for somebody?
No, sir. I do not see Rakesh, sir. I thought I'll just.
No. You can get started.
Okay, I'll do that. All right. Hi, Sindhu ma'am. I am Umesh Shah. I represent the company Smart Cookie, and I'm representing the CJN today. As we're going to talk about, just want to confirm you're able to hear me, right? Sindhu ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, I'm audible.
Great. Thank you. So let me present my screen. Kishore, I'm not able to present my screen. Just give me the access.
You have access.
Waiting room.
Yes, I'm audible.
परत करा.
Not yet.
1 second.
Sindhu ma'am, while they are doing it, let me get started. So my name is Avinash Kulkarni. I am the founder of the Smart Cookie as well as CJN. And I am based here in New Jersey. So good morning from my side. It's about 9 a.m. here. Why CJN? Why we thought of this continuous job network was to innovate the process of placement. We realized that most of it is guided by two text documents. One is job description and the other one is resumes. So we realized that video is a much more powerful medium than text. That's why movies are more powerful than books and more popular than books. So we decided to create placement TV. Are you able to see our presentation? Umesh, is that you?
Yes, sir. I have just presented. I was able to.
Okay, so go to the next slide about the agenda so that I can just walk the ma'am through the agenda and then you can get started.
Just like here.
That should be the next slide.
One second, sir.
No, agenda slide is not here in this, Umesh. Have you received from Rakesh?
Yes, sir. Just now I'm opening that PPT now.
I think this is an older presentation.
Yeah,
But ma'am, so why CJN was to use video as a medium for employment rather than leaving it only text-based. So text, we are not getting rid of text, but we are adding video to that. And that's where we started doing it as what we call as placement TV. And then while working on that and iterating that thought process, we came up with this whole concept of doing it like a 24-hour channel like CNN. And that's why we branded it like CJN. Okay. And our objective today is to communicate our thought process and get input from you on how this can be implemented in your college. So go ahead, Umesh.
Yes, sir. It was just loading. Yeah, now it loaded completely. Okay. So this was the agenda that Avi sir was talking about actually. So this is what we would like to cover in today's this particular meeting. I'll just start from the very first thing is a CJN. CJN is it's basically what we call as continuous job network. So this is a kind of platform that we aim to deliver and be successful with it, which will help the employees or basically the candidates who are looking for jobs and employers to have a platform for easy, quick, and effective hiring, let's say. So right now we do have certain platforms available, but they are in form of, let's say you're uploading the resumes and then you're applying for the jobs, And from the employer side, you're posting your jobs, you are seeing your resumes, and you're analyzing them, probably using certain tools to filter out the resumes because of the number of applications that we receive, just to filter them out and keep as less as possible. So yeah, those are very less interactive. However, we aim to build a network, we aim to build such platform which is interactive, real time. That's why we call it like CJN. It will be a network that will be a real time network, kind of live channel. We aim to run it 24 by 7 live. As of now, we are in our initial phases where we are developing content so that it stays there for a longer period. So I'll just move to the next slide. This is something Avisar already spoke of, that this would be the agenda. How does it look? What we want to do with it, and how we can work with you at your college. So to start with, this is a TV screen layout. That's how it would look like. So if you log into if we log into the CGN network, we get to see something like this. So the middle portion, what you see, wherein there's actually a video. It could be video of interviews happening. It could be video of employers, talking about their office culture, their policies, the kind of jobs they're offering currently. Or it could also be like the resumes from the candidates, wherein the candidates are recording their own videos and submitting it there. So after we verify, after our quality department verifies it, we happen to upload it there and we run it. So what happens when an employer likes a candidate's resume, as in the video resume, they can go ahead and connect to that person. Now this is how it would look like. This is the format of kind of whole screen. On the top, you see how many openings have been are available, how many interviews have been conducted so far, how many we have offered the job. Down on the bottom side, you see the QR codes that are available. So the candidate can actually scan each of these QR codes and move to the next available or next link, video link, or let's say next interaction. So for suppose if a candidate scans the training link, so that person will get a link to join a different Zoom call altogether. And there that person will be able to analyze himself or herself. It could be self-analysis, it could be some quick question and answers with the experts available there. And probably some basic HRs will be there to help us out or to help the candidates out how to prepare for the interview. Like we can just ask some general questions, see if the candidate is fit enough, sounding good enough. We can suggest them a few things, and then they can go ahead and scan the next QR. Like they can assess themselves. These could be simple English tests, as test, aptitude test. All the sort of tests would be available. And suppose in the assessment itself, if a candidate finds not so fit or not scoring good there, the colleges, the institutes, educational institutes can suggest them, can offer them the practical courses available too. Let's say, for example, someone is applying for a PHP programmer position, or want to. He is an aspiring PHP developer, but the kind of skills that he possesses, he finds out that is not enough in the assessments category, in the assessment interview section. So there itself, this particular channel will be able to suggest, okay, these are your scores currently. The chances of you getting a job is 40% or 50% only at this company. Based on the scoring of each employer, it can present, okay, for TCS probably you have only 30% chances, for Capita you have 40% chances, or for some other company you have 60% chances. Overall your average is only 45%. You need to have minimum 70% scores to do that. Here's how you can do that. These are the colleges below. They're offering the courses that of your skill sets, and these are their, let's say for example, that will work as an advertisement as well for those institutions. These are the courses which are actually costing for 50,000, but if you happen to apply it through this channel in the next 5 minutes, you'll get that in 25,000, something on those lines, that will benefit the the channel, the employer, everything. Now next, when it comes to interview, suppose I have a great assessment score, and I find, or candidate find himself to be good, can move to the interview room. The moment he scans the interview room, you'll get to see the list of the companies or list of the HRs active available for the interview. So you can choose that particular company, and then you'll get into the actual room, give your interview. After that is done, you scan for the job offer. It's simply like, when you get job offer in the companies, you go ahead, upload your documents, and you get the uh, OTP on email, phone number to verify that, then a offer letter is generated. So that's how it's going to be working. We are going to enhance that. We are going to add multiple features as and when it comes. But right now, this is how we are planning to start with, and we aim for very big. On left hand side bottom, you can also notice there's a mobile app kind of thing. So it is not only something that is available only on TV. That of course can be watched on YouTube channel, as a YouTube channel too, on your mobile phones too. Plus, on through your mobile phone, you can have this CJN app installed on your phone. Currently only available on in the Android version. We aim to get in the iPhone version too. So you can log in as a viewer, as a candidate, as a student, or as a company, as in you can log in and you can perform your activities there. When I say perform, a candidate can upload their resumes, check the openings, go for the interviews, and do all these certain things. As an employer, you can see which are the resumes available, check their skills, and probably shortlist them to have a interview. So this is how basically the link or the screen would look like. Here on the left hand side, this particular portion which you see, it will show the interactions that you had with different people. So so that's how it's going to be. And then selection criteria, as we can see at the bottom. Yeah. So this would be our process, like training, assessment, interview, job offer, and in between all these steps, uh, the channel, the employer, the employee, everyone will get benefited with various different ways. So I'll move to the next slide. Before I move to the next slide, do you have any comments or suggestion or a question on this? Sindhu ma'am, it was for you.
Good evening, Nara.
Hi.
So, is it accessible to all, or any payment or something like that? How to get that?
So you mean to
Ma'am,
say?
there is no payment for seeing it like any other TV show. Right now, as we are talking, is being broadcasted on YouTube. So
Okay.
on YouTube Live, so people can see it. Okay. There other services, the platform that we have created for training or assessment or interview, we are letting different people create those training sessions or assessment. So they would have their own fees, but they are all optional. Okay. The show itself and the application process itself is free.
Okay, thank you.
Just take us to the next slide. So this is basically how it would look like on a mobile screen that's on the right hand side, and on a tablet or a big screen that's on the left hand side. So this is
See,
what
ma'am, we realize that the students don't watch TV as much as they use mobile. So everything that we will do on the TV platform, even though we talk about it as if it's a TV show like CNN, will be available both on tablet and mobile phones.
Okay,
it is
thank you.
similar to any channel or any app we have. Let's say, for example, you can watch movies on Netflix on your TV, laptop, and your mobile as well. It's just the screen ratio. That's the only thing changes. Yeah, mobile, it becomes more interactive because you can actually scan the QR, or you can touch a particular link and move there. However, on TV, you cannot do certain activities. So that's why we aim to modify it as great as possible. I'll take us to the next slide. Okay. So this is basically our main focus are, as in we want to, the focus of this particular tool, particular application jobs and interviews. Like you can present your jobs, you can post your jobs as an employer, and you'll be able to present it as a recorded video, a recorded job post, or you can just come there and announce real time. That's how uh, it's going to work. Similarly, when it comes to interviews, candidates can come ahead and download their and update their resume, see which are the which are the interviewer available, talk to them, give their interviews, and do that. Employability, that's where the assessment section, if you remember, will come into place, wherein you'll get your career advice. If a candidate is not doing that great or not having a better assessment score, the HR team from certain employer or from our team will be available to give them a career advice, how they can improve this. Probably go take an internship first, get some practical knowledge, or go ahead and learn about it in some institutes. Corporate branding, as I tried to explain earlier, like it just about tell about yourself as a company. You say this is what we do, this is what we are offering, this is how where we are better, all those sort of things. Your own branding, you can do that. Open positions, you can go ahead and record video job posts. It will talk about the open positions that you have as an employer. You can just put it there, it will run in a particular sequence. Let's say it will come once in every 1 hour or once in every 20 minutes. It depends how we set it up at the back end, and how they want it to run. Resumes, it's easy. You can upload, you can update, as in on the platform itself you'll get the feature. You'll not literally have to download the PDF document or Word document and modify it and then upload it. We are creating such a platform wherein you are able to edit the resume itself, and the platform itself will suggest you how a better resume should look like this is your resume. If I was the one, if being a machine, I would say this is a better version. So that's how it can happen. Talking about how to find a dream job, you'll have your experts available in the first two sections. In when it comes to training and assessments, they'll be telling you, they'll be suggesting you, like, of course, we have a low score, they'll suggest you what to do. If you have a better score, they'll suggest you where to go and which job you should aim for. Like, suppose you want to be a PHP developer, but actually your skill sets are more stronger in this particular role. Let's say become a data scientist. Why do you want to become a PHP developer? Since you know both the skills, but the other one is more stronger for you, go do that. Again, that would be just an expert insight, nothing else. No one, we're not pushing anyone to do change their goals. And then how to find an appropriate team member, that's a question that most of the new joiners, when they join a company or a particular team, they feel that. So this is something an employer can have, find particular, record a particular video about things, basic things. Like suppose if you have issues when you with the salary slips, with the leaves and everything, you can contact this person in our company once you are in. If you have problem with the certificate transport, you can talk about this. If you want to learn more about the OGTs offer, or the additional certifications that we are offer within our organization, you can contact this particular department or person. So these are the things can be done. I'll take us to the next slide. So these are various delivery methods to do that. We can have
Umesh,
yes, sir.
Umesh, Rakesh has sent you a new version that has the process flow of how to implement it at a college and NEP 2020. See, the whole idea, ma'am, is that NEP 2020 talks about OJT program and also talk about nurturing students' hobbies. So, how we want to think about how to use that. Umesh, take the next version. Rakesh must have sent you the next version.
Yeah, you sent just
Version
now.
4 that
Yeah,
has the
download.
process flow. Okay. Uh, uh, so ma'am, this OJT program and the concept of nurturing hobbies, we want to see how uh, we can use that concept in creation of CJN in the college. So, Umesh, when you open, yeah, go back to the agenda page again. So, So, ma'am, in here, we believe that if the CJN content is going to be about the students in the college, they are distributed all over the country. So we can't invite them to our studio in Pune or Delhi. Uh, uh, so right now the model is to say, can we use user-generated content created by the students, and can we plug into the OJT program and nurturing students' hobbies? Okay, and how we imagine that process to flow is illustrated in our point number 7 and 8. So, Umesh, now you can go to process flow. Keep going, keep going. Yeah.
Is this the one? Yeah.
So, Umesh, I don't know whether you had seen this process flow earlier or not, because Rakesh just recently prepared this. So, ma'am, are you there? Are you able to see this implementation of NEB 2020 OGT and what we call as windmill of student energy and internships? Are you able to
Yes.
see this screen?
Yeah, yes, I can see the slide.
Okay. So, what we think is that we will try to follow this process. And one of the things we want to learn from you is whether this will be applicable as it is to your college or whether we will need to modify it. Umesh, it doesn't show the complete flow. Do we not have the complete flow?
The next slide has the next 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Very good.
2 slides.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Then go ahead. Rakesh, if you want to talk on this flow, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Umesh, go to the previous screen.
Madam, the whole idea here is when we want to use the student power, how do we go about creating a process of engaging the organization, engaging the college, and creating a mechanism by which both the college and the students get engaged with us. So the whole idea begins with finding the organization decision maker and meeting the person. So whether it is the principal or somebody who is in charge of taking the decision of implementing such a project. So the process begins from there, meeting the person, ensuring that they assign a project mentor to this particular project of CJN. Once the mentor gets assigned, then we say that mentor, please select a set of enthusiastic students who would be the torchbearers for this project. Once these students are selected, then these students prepare something called as KYC. KYC is Know Your College. So what we say is prepare everything related to what you know about the college. Once that creation happens as to what this college is about, what it is, then from that information, we try and identify the energy concentrators. What does this mean? When we find what is the college, that means then in the college, we find out what are the different clubs that exist, what are the different events that the college organizes, what are the awards that the college has already received. So all those things, when they are collected, when studying that, you would know that where is the enthusiasm, where does the college student love to be. So once we find that area, then we move to the next steps wherein we would then start creating different teams. First of the team would be to create a technology team. Once you have created the technology team, then you would go ahead and prepare the next team. The next team would be how you are going to manage. So you will create a management team. then you would create a creative team. So 3 teams get created out of the energy concentrators. So you have a technology team that will decide how this technology implementation is going to happen. The management team decides how you're going to manage this entire thing. The creative team decides how creative we can become. Once this basic set of teams have been created, then we go ahead and start enrolling the students, those who want to be part of this platform. Students get enrolled. We now then select team leaders. So each of these activities, whether it is management, creative, or technology, are sub broken down into small teams that would eventually function. So if I look at technology, then it would be how is the technology going to be operated? Are the people going to create some web designs? Are they going to create some support mechanism for the college, support mechanism for CJN? What they are going to do? When it comes to creative teams, how they are going to promote the content, how they are going to create the content, all that will be created as teams. I will take you through that sheet also as to how we can create teams and what different teams will be prepared. Essentially, once the teams are prepared, team leaders are selected, then we come back saying that, we would now want some faculties to mentor these teams. So then we look at teachers and faculty members that are enthusiastic and would want to lead or mentor these teams. So once those team mentors are finalized, then the next step comes in where we do is sponsor connect and advertiser connect. So the shows that would be created, the events that would be created, the topics that would be created eventually needs some monetization. So that is where the sponsor connect and the advertiser connect would happen. And after that would be the employer connect. The current people that are coming to the college, those are identified. Additional employers that can come to the college are identified. Then this plan of CJN implementation is put into place, saying that now this is when we are going to launch. We have this entire set created. We decide a launch date, and then the launch of the CJN and launch of the NEP platform starts working. Madam, any questions here? Sindhu madam, any questions?
No questions. I got it. What you
Okay.
explained.
So this is what we do, and then I will try to explain you just one of the shows that we are going to create, the Job News Network. How would that function? Umesh, next slide. So essentially how one of the shows that are there as job news show, if that were to be worked out, if that were to be created in a college, so what would be the standard operating procedure for this? So we've just highlighted these around 8 steps that are there on a high level. But when we go into detail, there'll still be more. But the whole system begins with searching for jobs that are available as of today, uploading those onto the server, creating the summary of these documents, ensuring that the video footage is recorded, edited, and then put on schedule on on the television channel, on the CJN, and appropriate promotion happens. So entire process is what we have laid out. Similar processes will be laid out for different programs that we are going to conduct. And everywhere we can use is student power, to try and find out how we can use the students to generate the buzz, generate the enthusiasm, generate how the students can uh, participate in this, how we can nurture the students, and also in the process fulfill the NEP's OJT's objective. So after this, madam, what we would like to understand from you is, uh, you know, how does your college function or work, uh, or before that also, if I would want to understand what kind of clubs are there in your college. Yes, madam.
Ours is actually a polytechnic. Are you this polytechnic is also included or only for the engineering college? You mean?
Polytechnic is also included. All are included. Even art, science, commerce is included. So this is open for everybody. UG program, PG program, diploma programs. Everybody is included here.
At present, we don't have any technical clubs and all, but students will
Entertainment
be
clubs.
having not technical clubs, but association for each branch. They will be having an association. That's all.
Okay. So anything in the non-technology clubs that exist in the organization? Anything related to cricket clubs, sports clubs, or drama clubs, or anything like that?
No, not clubs, but the sports activities are there. So students
Okay.
will be participating, and the sports day will be conducted. That's all. There's no specific club for each.
Would there be competitions between different colleges that your college would participate in?
Yeah. Volleyball tournaments we used to conduct.
Okay.
About-
So one is the volleyball program, the volleyball team that you would have that competes with different colleges. Any other activities that the college participates in?
Sports activities, students participate in state level competitions and all. No, the clubs and all. We don't have any clubs in the college at present.
Okay.
No, it just have
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Rakesh,
Yes, sir.
they have just have a different name. Okay. If they have a team, whether they call it club or not, the whole idea, ma'am, is to see where students are spending their time. What are their hobbies? Okay. So sport is a hobby. In fact, you may also have NSS. Do you have NSS?
Yeah, NSS we have.
Okay. So there will be different projects under NSS. So students who want NSS projects can get involved in this project. The whole idea of this project is that it prepares them, puts them in contact with the employers. So this becomes a good step towards getting internships as well as getting jobs. And we just want to learn from people like you, uh, how do we implement something like this? How do we engage the student power? And that depends on their interest. If they are interested in technology, that's fine. If they're interested in drama, that's also okay. If they're interested in sport, that's also okay. So all these different things, anybody can do this for JNN. There is web research as one of the steps. There is anchoring as another step. So all these things we have broken it down into small activities the students can do based on their hobbies. We need guidance in saying, if we have to implement in your college, what is your mechanism? So first TPO themselves. First question in my mind is, do you have one TPO for the whole college or do you have department-wise TPOs?
I am the TPO of college, and each department we have separate coordinators.
A separate
Coordinator
coordinator.
branch. Yeah.
Good. So, should we be talking to your departmental coordinator? Should we invite them to a meeting like this and describe to them what we are trying to do and how their students can participate? Rakesh, if you go to the previous, Umesh, if you go to the previous slide, the 15, yeah. So, if we have to implement this, so the step number 11, which is select faculty members, you say that there are departmental coordinators. So maybe we would want to talk to them, okay, and we would take their help in enrolling students. So maybe this faculty member, select faculty member step Rakesh, should come, before maybe even step 7, because we don't know about who are
There is one more selection prior to this when it is slide number and previous slide.
Umesh, go
When
to
we
previous
assign
slide.
the project, where we
Right.
assign the project mentor before every selection, that's where the teacher mentor is there, the TPO mentor.
The
As a
project mentor. Right. So, ma'am, let's see if you are the project mentor for your college, because you are at college level, right? You are a TPO for the whole college.
Yes.
Okay. So if you are the TPO for the whole college, then and the decision maker will be your principal or dean.
Yes, our principal is the decision maker.
Principal. Okay. So our step number 1 will be meeting your principal and then requesting him to assign somebody as a project mentor, which can be, let's assume that you are the project mentor. Okay. Then we had
By the
said,
way, 1 minute. So this meeting, I could not see anyone else in from other colleges.
we will get people from other colleges also, and we will invite you again. So this one, there were 2 people who were coordinating. I think, did Rocky speak to you about this project?
Oh, hi,
Today's
ma'am. This is Rocky. Basically, there were other people supposed to be join this call, but they had some kind of work urgencies from, so that is the reason they didn't join. So from the college side and from the placement cell, you all only the one, and other people are from our internal team only.
no, Rocky.
Yeah.
Thing is, I don't know whether you have spoken to Shilpa.
E-
Whether there were 5 other colleges that were supposed to join,
Correct.
as I was told. But
Correct.
fortunately, at least we got you.
Yes.
But this is what we are repeating every day. So we are having these kind of meetings daily. Okay. Now, as Rocky might have told you, we have an MOU with AICTE. You can check it out on Google. If you say MOU Smart Cookie and AICTE, you will find it. Okay. And if you have, has your college implemented 360-degree feedback program?
Yes, that is a part of AICT, It's there.
Right. The 360-degree feedback program, if you are implemented, that is our program. That is our software. And we are implementing it for AICTE. Okay. So if you have done that, then you or somebody else from your college had attended our presentation with AICTE people for implementation of that. So these are add-ons to that. As we are talking to AICTE, they said, what can you do for placement? Now, AICTE also has a placement portal. Just like, they have an internship portal. They also have placement portal. So we are right now working on technology integration of CJN with their placement portal and with their internship portal. Okay. Now we are also trying to learn at the college level. Each college has a different method. Some colleges have very active club culture, and they are directing us to the different presidents of different clubs and how we can use them. So what wanted was just to get your input on in your college. You know, we would want to talk to the dean, but finally it is related to placement. That is why we are starting at the TPO level. So we want to get some input from your side. If you have to implement something like this at your college after talking to the decision maker, which is your
Okay, let me
principal.
discuss with the principal and come back to you. Okay.
Okay, wonderful. So we will send you this, a
Hmm.
copy of this presentation. But if there are anything that we have missed, anything you would like us to add to this,
Hmm.
please let us know.
Okay.
This process that we have said, these 15 steps, okay? Now, Rakesh, I can see that, you know, after step 2, before selecting the students, we should add your step, what is that, 7 or select faculty mentors, okay, or faculty coordinator, step 11. So I think maybe step 11 can come after step 2,
Okay,
okay?
I will do that.
Because as I can see, only the departmental people will know who are the class. Ma'am, do you have CRs in each class?
Yes, we have CRs in each class. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, wonderful. So, Rakesh, so we put this 11 as step 3, okay?
Okay.
And then we can ask them for who are the CRs, and then we can make this similar presentation to the CRs with the help of faculty coordinators.
Okay.
And so, ma'am, do you think we should start at principal level rather than TPO level?
No. TPO level is sufficient. I can convey the message to
Okay,
principal.
wonderful. So that's what we are thinking of doing right now. So far, this is our 6th or 7th meeting. The first meeting was between two corporate guys. That means one project, senior manager from a 3,000 consultant IT company, and another one was one of the top 5 consulting companies in India. So 2 people from corporation side and 10 people from TPO side. That is the meeting that we had. And as a follow-up to that, we are going and talking to any TPO that is available to give us feedback on our vision. Just like talking to you, I realized that we should select the faculty members before we go to the student level. And faculty members can give us CRs. Am I right, ma'am?
Yeah,
The
yes,
fac-
yes.
Okay. So, Rakesh, from my side, I think I have asked all the questions important to me. If you guys have any other questions, and ma'am, if you have any input right now, can you give us any suggestions other than the ones that we
Actually,
have
our
discussed?
final year students, they have internship in the 6th semester. So I
Okay.
hope they will be getting a chance in this using this app.
Sure. And
Okay.
Rakesh, in this, we should also add a step of MOU. If the college wants to do an MOU, just like, one college from Coimbatore asked us to, that first they want to do an MOU before engaging. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you also
We are
do
also
MOUs,
planning
ma'am?
to have MOU with the different companies for each department. So we have to accommodate our students in one of the other companies. So we are planning to get MOU with different companies for each department. Hope that will be that can be done using this app.
Yes, absolutely. So MOU will be done at your level or at departmental level?
Department level.
Department level. So every department will have their own MOU?
Yeah, no, actually, at present we have mechanical, electrical, and computer science. They have a MOU with different companies. But civil, we didn't get any companies to. I am in civil department. We didn't get any companies to have an MOU.
Okay.
So
So if we come up with something for civil,
yeah,
you would be interested.
yes.
Okay. Do you have any art circle?
Arts, no.
No, like, do you have people doing, college dramas or college magazine or anything like that?
In our college, you mean?
In your college?
Yeah, we have a magazine. College magazine is there. So that.
Yeah. So even those people can be very helpful to us. We can make that as a internship because we all these activities we put it under the brand of Campus Connect. Okay, and that is done as a magazine as well as a e-magazine. Okay, so we would love to talk to the people in your college who run the magazine.
Madam, this magazine creation, is it done by the faculty or students help is sought into this? Do students also contribute towards this creation of the magazine?
Students also. This faculty along with students.
Okay. Typically, how many students would be there who would be creating this kind of magazines?
So 5 or 6 in team.
Okay.
Ma'am, we would like to talk to these students. Would also like to talk to the faculty coordinators. How do we go about doing that? Will you talk to the principal and get his permission?
Yes, sure. But this recently, after we were having college magazine and the team, and due to this COVID, after that COVID pandemic, we have presently stopped the magazine publication. So if we are planning to start it this year. So at present, we have not yet formed the team. So once we form the team, let me I'll inform.
Okay. And the department coordinators, how do we talk to them?
Department coordinator, if you arrange a meeting, we can talk to you, arrange a meeting like this.
Yeah, but to arrange the meeting, should Rocky communicate with you and you will communicate with the principal and get the permission?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, ma'am. That will be great. That will be great. Anybody else? Saket sir, I don't know whether you are on the call. If you are, please ask the question. If you have any questions.
I'm watching it from YouTube.
Oh, okay. But if you have a question, please feel free to ask the question. Ma'am, how many employers come to your college for campus interviews?
Actually, we have a pool campus placement into nearby polytechnic. Government, ours is aided polytechnic. So we have a government polytechnic nearby. So the companies will be coming there and doing the pool campus. In our college, so directly those are coming is very less. So 5 or 6. But most of the companies come to Karnataka Polytechnic nearby. And our students will be visiting that college and attending the interviews.
Got it.
Happening because in this zone some 5-6 polytechnics are there, so all the polytechnic students will be attending the placement drive at government polytechnic.
See, most of the employers, ma'am, obviously they find it difficult to go to every college because of the distance and the cost involved. That is why the employers like this idea of doing these interviews online like this.
Yeah, that's good. So now this after COVID pandemic, most of the placements are in online. So they'll
Right,
be, so today we had an interview that is also by this online now, Google Meet, they will be interviewing the students or some Zoom meeting, they'll be interviewing the students.
So if we do this kind of CJN, do you think we can do a pilot at your college? We'll get some employers to come and interview your students online, either for internship or for placement. Is there interest to do it at
Yes,
your
sure.
college?
Yes, sure. We are interested in that.
Okay, wonderful. So, Rocky, will you please follow up on this?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. I will take a follow.
Okay. Ma'am, where are you located?
So I was in near Mangalore. It is Nitte,
Near
Karnataka.
Mangalore. Yeah. So we are working with VTU, Professor Manjunath from his college. He has been coordinating with us on our day for yesterday's meeting. Professor Shiv Kumar was there, and what we are doing there is not just the final year student, but the third year students also, as a part of their internship program or the OJT program, will join this. That is the plan.
Okay.
So, ma'am, thank you so much for coming on this call uh, today and giving us this input. We will send you a copy of this presentation for you to discuss with the principal, and let us know when would you like us to talk to the faculty coordinators, okay? And then to the students,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, ma'am, on coming on this call on a very short note. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Rakesh sir. Thank you, Avi sir. Thank you, Umesh. Thank you, Saket sir. Thank you, Kishore. Thank you, team. Thank you, Yogesh. We can close this call. Team, we can close this call. This was very good call with ma'am, and definitely we will take this up.